Morning. I'm going to try to make a quick 3-minute video on packing up and sterilizing instruments at Brookhaven. We are in the laundry room. There's a drawer specifically with all of the things that you need. So ideally, these instruments have already been scrubbed and cleaned and then sprayed with the lubricating spray and packed up. There's specific ways to pack each instrument depending on what it is. I'm not going to go into that into this video. I'm just going into the sterilization part with the Instant Pot, okay? So everything's packed up. We put a tiny piece of this sterilization tape on it. It's not necessary because the packaging has that, but it makes me feel good and we have it. A teeny little piece though. In fact, this is bigger than you need. Then these instruments are going into the Instant Pot with about a cup of water, being sure that all of these instruments here are like lifting this up so that the packs do not sit in water. We do not want them sitting in the water. I do not know how to turn the camera while I'm doing this first run, so we're going to be doing my best, stacking them upright. We don't want them piled on top of each other. Ideally, there'd be a little bit of a gap between them, but I also haven't figured that out. So we're going to fill this bad boy up. Then we're going to put it on, put the lid on securely. We're going to go to the sterilize function, 15 minutes, and start. I'm going to pause this video to get to the next part, okay? Okay, so it makes all sorts of beeping sounds, and then it's on. It takes a little while to preheat, and then it's going to do the sterilization magic, and then when it's done, it's going to beep again. This step is extremely important. Set a timer, pay attention, be nearby. The worst thing you can do is leave the instruments in here once they've been sterilized because they will be wet and they will rust and they look terrible. If you see an instrument with a little bit of rust on it, we have surgical instrument stain remover. Basically, it's kind of like barkeeper's friend, and it just gets the rust off. So you're going to want to scrub those really, really good and make sure that you don't skip the step of setting a timer. Get to them immediately. Once they're done, try to get that steam out of there quickly. And then we're going to the kitchen and we're going to turn the oven on low. And we are going to take those wet, very, very hot instruments. We're going to put them into the oven and we're going to set it for about 10 minutes. And it actually dries out all those instrument packs so we don't end up with a lot of rust, okay? The next video, I'll talk about packing them up. Quick tip, make sure you take the cast iron skillet out of the oven before you turn it on. So we're going to bake, put it at 175, start. Once those are done, oh, I only have a few seconds on the video, you are going to label with your initials and the date, month and year,